Hello Taurus and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. Okay, let's see what came out. Oyster. Ooh, I love this for you. So this week we have the full moon in Leo, so it's going to be really affecting the fixed signs. As you know, like the sun is in Aquarius, the moon will be in its opposite sign Leo. The other fixed signs are you and Scorpio. So it's going to be creating this grand cross energy with your energy, Scorpio energy, Leo, and Aquarius, sorry. So we've got this card is for the full moon in Leo, and full moons affect us 3 days before, 3 to 5 days before, 3 to 5 days afterwards. So it's going to be having a big effect on this reading. Now, what I love about the oyster coming in is I feel like there's something, it's like you've clamped up quite literally like the oyster with your feelings or with how you're expressed yourself. This is, I'm feeling it like in the throat chakra, like it's kind of like there's something that's stuck there or hasn't been able to be expressed. There's something that potentially needs to be said. Kind of getting this guttural like feeling that's coming in. But the thing is that what lies deep within you is this beautiful pearl. You have this beautiful heart. And so what you've got to express here is something of great beauty, but it feels like it's blocked, like you haven't been able to say it, or you've stopped yourself from expressing yourself in this way, shape or form. It's almost like you've afraid of judgment or afraid of there's a fear block here for whatever it is that you're afraid of. I can't show that part of me. I can't be seen that way. I can't speak that way. I can't express myself that way. There's something here that's blocked. But they keep reiterating that the thing that you're trying to protect that you think is going to be judged negatively is the pearl inside the oyster. The beautiful thing. Probably, something very beautiful that lies within you. So, yeah, interesting. So let's pull another card around this, Taurus, and see what else is coming through. What else is coming through for Taurus? What else does Taurus need to know around this thing of great beauty that lies within you? So that wants to be seen. But there's a part of you that says, no, it's safer not to be seen. So let's see. What else does Taurus need to know about this? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yes. Okay. King of Acorns, optimism and innovation, the Three of Feathers, release and recovery, and love, choice, and trust. Okay. Interesting. So the universe is saying there's an opportunity here to be like the King of Acorns. This is the King of Wands. It's the King of Fire. So it's the Leo energy. Something's been illuminating. Something's being shown to you. Something's kind of come full circle in a way with this Leo full moon. And it's like you've potentially been asked to take some kind of action in how you're expressing yourself, which is also a very Leo-ish energy, working with that energy that's of the full moon. But it's like this beautiful horse is like, yeah, I'm all excited. I'm ready to go. I want to do this. And then it comes across the Three of Feathers, which is the wound. This is the Three of Swords. And it's gone, well, that's part of the block. There's a wound here. So, but then there's this energy around at this moment of release and recovery, being able to perhaps move beyond that wound and step into this love. The two wolves, the wolf pack. And so you've got the choice that lies ahead of you, and it's whether you trust that choice to open up and show the world the beautiful pearl or not. So, but there is this sense of might get this feeling like of taking action, but yeah, there's resistance to that in some way, shape or form. This could be taking action with love as well. I mean, there's beautiful wolves traveling together. This is your wolf pack. So yes, this is perhaps there's something that needs to be said or an action that needs to be taken around this. So let's pull a card we're going to pull the story of the week, Taurus. And what we're getting for the stories of the week is they're really been bringing it to Venus in Pisces. And Venus is your beautiful planetary ruler as well. So very sensual energy, Venus. And Venus rules money. She rules love. She rules the way we express ourselves, our love language as well. So I feel like that could be related to the oyster. There's something beautiful inside that wants to be expressed, that's connected to love, potentially. But it's also rules arts, creativity, and what we're attracted to, or what the things that we're attracted to, or the people that we're attracted to at this moment in time. So she's in Pisces, where she's exalted. She's at home with you guys. That's your ruling planet. But she's exalted in Pisces, which means she works outside of you and Libra. She works the best in Pisces. So she's having a great time. And the reason she works so well is because Pisces is a mutable water sign. It is all about feelings. It's about things flowing. It's a transcendent energy. It likes to have unconditional love, oneness, compassion, and it's also a very creative sign. So all the things that Venus loves can flow really well in Pisces. So it's like, and interesting, the oyster is a water element, that downward pointing triangle. Oysters live in the sea, the ocean. So Pisces represents the ocean. So it really is a sense that this Piscean energy is working with you and showing you where you can connect to somebody else, where there's a connection that you're blocking off in some way, shape or form. There's like a little block here with that connection. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. Maybe you're already with this person, but it's just like there's something that's blocking you. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're single, but there's a beautiful connection here that can come through with this. And so with this Venus in Pisces energy, we've just been connecting. They've been bringing through these stories for the week, which they're saying is from the quantum realm. So it's from this 5D information that they're saying. It's just to see it as a story. This story doesn't exist in time and space. In the quantum realm, it can be from the present, the past, the future, all time just collapses into one. And so even if this doesn't exactly mirror something in your life at this moment in time, they're hoping that there's something with it that is resonance, that resonates with your soul energy. And then we're going to get to the higher meaning, the higher, version of what this kind of information is that's coming down. So let's see what's coming in for you for the week, Taurus. And there's this beautiful sensitivity as well that comes in, maybe opening up, being the oyster feels vulnerable, opening up to vulnerabilities and sharing vulnerabilities, and hoping that somebody, if you potentially liking to tell somebody how you're really feeling about something, or opening up to a new experience where you're opening your heart and you do feel vulnerable, hopefully you're getting that validation back. It's like when you open up and say to somebody, I really love you, or I really like you, you're hoping that they're going to say the same thing back. And there's this kind of energy exchange that occurs from opening our heart and being vulnerable together. So that's kind of the energy and the frequency of the oyster, I feel, which is coming in. It's a beautiful, beautiful frequency, but it's not to be afraid of opening up. The universe will be bringing you a safe person. So if there's someone around you that doesn't feel like it's safe to open up to, or this doesn't have to be a person, it can be a pet, it can be an experience, an idea, an adventure, whatever this is, the universe is asking you to open your heart to. It's with Venus in Pisces and Venus ruling you. She always wants to, this planet always wants to look after you. So it's like they're bringing opportunity perhaps to heal some old wounds. So we've got the 8 of Cups, okay, walking away from something that's not fulfilling, getting in your head. And with the 6 of Cups, the World card, and the Lover's card. Again, the Love card is the Lover's card. So that's coming twice. And choices, that a big choice is, it's saying you do have the choice here, but it definitely feels like it could be a choice when it's connected to a soulmate energy. So we've got the 8 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is a story of somebody who the word is they've forsaken love. They've forsaken their heart because they couldn't find fulfillment. And so they decided it was easier to live in their head, to be very rational, Head was a safer place. Love is not for me. Doesn't work out. What's the point? You never kind of get happy. You always get hurt. You never find the fulfillment that you're seeking. But this energy this person tried to convince themselves that they didn't need love. They shut their heart off completely. I don't need love. I've got my mind. I've got my thoughts. Very detached. It's a cool energy, not connecting in to my heart. Aquarius, the King of Swords, actually. But it's like this memory kept haunting this person. The memory of how it once felt like to feel connected or to have your heart open. And it's almost like no matter how much they tried to squash this and say, no, I don't want to feel that anymore. I don't want to feel anything. I'm not going to be opening my heart. That feeling, that memory kept coming back and back and back and back until it was a sense of it was impossible not to revisit the past. The past came into the present. The past became the present, the future, and the past all at once. Very quantum. But interestingly, at some point along the way, further down the track, after a long period of time, and I feel like this person was very old, perhaps like an old... They're showing me as a man because they're showing me this is the King of Swords. So it's not gender specific, but it's just like this person had grown old and hadn't had a family, hadn't had a love, had shut themselves off to all of that, been very successful, but they're at the end of their life and starting to think about their life, and these memories from the past are there. They haven't been processed. And they realize they kind of almost have this moment of wisdom, of realization, where they're realizing that the deepest fulfillment comes from letting go of that cycle of that it was time to end that cycle connected to shutting off their heart. And through that process, there's this sense of there's a choice to end the cycle. With the Lovers card, there's a choice here because the World card is the ending of a cycle. But through the ending of the cycle, there's celebration, there's fulfillment is gained through the ending of cycle. So how do you attain fulfillment when something ends and it wasn't necessarily fulfilling throughout the process of it? It really is about releasing yourself from it and leaving the past in the past and understanding, perhaps getting an understanding of that cycle, wisdom perhaps that comes through. So there's saying that there's something that is unclear between you and somebody else here. Look at the Lovers card. There's the cloud between the two people. Something's unclear. But up in the spirit realms with the angel, the sun is shining. Up in that higher dimension, it's clear what is going on. It's clear the choice. But on the human realm, there's a cloud. Can't see it. Interestingly, the Eight of Wands is very clear communication, very clear and direct communication. So it's saying you have the choice now to end an old cycle. And the way to bring about the completion of that is through communication, through unblocking your throat chakra. And you can do that through a variety of different ways. Mostly it is about speaking and expressing yourself in some way, shape or form. Now, the person that you need to express to might not even be here. They might not be possible to talk to them. But perhaps this is a process of you expressing this. It kind of feels like it needs to come out from inside of you, out from the divine feminine into the divine masculine, which is why we're getting the King of Acorns. It's the divine masculine taking action. with passions? Where have you not taken action and followed an instinct with a passion because of a wound, and gone for something or said something, or, and in that moment, and then the moment passes and it's like, oh, okay, maybe I missed that moment. So you might find that there might be opportunities for those kind of little moments where the universe is saying it is your choice here. But there's an opportunity here to connect to somebody, opportunity for connection that you don't want to miss that moment that's coming through. So when I was saying it needs to come from the divine feminine into the divine masculine, perhaps it is something like writing it down or saying it out loud, writing it on a piece of paper, then burning it. The element of fire could be really an air. The Leo is fire, Aquarius is air. That could actually be something, and maybe burying it in the earth, your sign, but there can be little rituals you can do around it. Perhaps just talking to a friend. This is something that's been inside of me for a long time that I haven't ever shared with somebody or shown them. So it's something that wants to come out and be expressed here, Taurus. And in a way, what it is doing is releasing this energy block. The colour of the throat chakra is light blue. So we can see with the Eight of Wands, the light blue sky, it's blue sky there. The world, it's blue sky. The Lover's card, the blue sky's there, but it's clouded. So we want to connect to that light blue energy. So visualizing like a light blue light in your throat and it's spinning around and clearing out any energy can really help as well. So doing a throat chakra clearing. Wearing light blue, anything to do with light blue, drawing light blue, that could be something really great here. But yeah, I mean, it's ultimately what they're saying is an acknowledgement of spirit, an acknowledgement. They bring me back to the pearl inside the oyster. That there's something so inherently beautiful inside of you, and that's what Venus rules as well, beauty. And so Venus wants to show you this and wants this energy to transcend anything that is stopping it from coming out and being seen and being its true vibrational, pure energy that it is. So, yeah, it's this sense of validation. And so the universe wants to give you opportunities where, yeah, you kind of have to trust your instinct and go for something, but give you the opportunity to be validated back. So that sense of, hey, let's, that moment that comes in where it's like, that awkward moment where you like somebody, but you're thinking, I don't know if they like me. Should I ask them out or should we hook up or what? This is just an example. It doesn't have to be that, but there might be a moment where there's just a new friend, someone you meet and you say, hey, do you want to let's go do something together? Just a moment. It's just a little moment, but it's that moment that can open up to a new connection. So that's it. And yeah, there's a whole heap of different layers that you can unravel with this, but ultimately at the really core layer is that beautiful pearl inside of the oyster that is just emanating outside of you and inside of you, and wanting to kind of, it's almost time to open up about something. So that's it, Taurus. That's your reading for the week. And I kind of get it's uncomfortable, but it could be uncomfortable. But there's a lot of supportive energy around it as well. And you might be seeing things, it might precipitate a real change, or might be seeing things from a very different light. So that could also be useful as well. So that's your reading for the week. And in celebration of Venus in Pisces, which is a beautiful energy of hoping to bring more harmony and compassion, forgiveness, which can help heal those wounds. I am offering, and because it's also coinciding with Valentine's Day on the 14th, and there's a beautiful trine with Venus and Neptune on that day, which is going to be really lovely. But celebrating February 14th, 14% off selected readings, including love readings, some general readings, because I know not everyone's into love readings. And so, the link for that is in the description box below. If you're interested in making the most of that offer, and it's using coupon code GLGLOVE, the instructions will all be in on the page. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Taurus, and take care.